Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. So today's video is actually going to be a review on this eyeshadow palette. So this is the Hyper Colour palette by SUVA Beauty. On the website, it's described as a 12 colour multi-finish eyeshadow palette and it retails for £30. I actually haven't even swatched them or anything, so I'm going to do that for you right now. So it comes in a packaging that's exactly the same as the actual palette. When you open it, it looks like this. So the pressed glitters actually have different coloured undertones, which I think is really cool. And we've got blue, pink, green and yellow. And then we have 8 matte shades. These say UV glow on them and these say matte. So I'm not too sure what the difference is because the UV glow ones are still matte. So as you can see, I've already done my brows off camera just because, and I actually prepped my lids with some concealer. I like the packaging. I think the actual palette is very different to many palettes in the way it looks, the way it's set out, and the fact that it has pressed glitters in there. It's not very common, which I think is really cool. The pressed glitters are actually stunning. So that's the blue one. This is the green one. It's more like a reflex, it's not pure green, it just reflects. This is the yellow one, which I think is more just white, I'd say. And this is the pink one. I absolutely love pressed glitters just because I love using glitter, but using a loose glitter can be so messy. So now I'm actually going to swatch the matte shades. So we have this green, then we have the yellow, then we have this teal color, and then we have this red shade that looks like that, and they are stunning. The yellow one is a little bit chalky, but that tends to happen with sort of more lighter shades. Now I'm going to swatch the UV glow ones. Now I won't be able to test if they glow just because I don't have a UV light. This is purple, which isn't very pigmented. Maybe that's to do with the fact that it's a UV glow one, so maybe all of them are a bit more sheer. Then we have never mind. That's the blue, the shade Cloud 9. That is gorgeous. LSD, which is a pink. So that one is super patchy. Same goes with the white, it's kind of patchy. So sometimes swatching shades on your fingers is not the be all and end all of a shadow palette. Maybe this white shade works really good when it's packed on top of concealer. I do want to use as many of these as possible. So I'm thinking of doing sort of blue to purple to pink and then blue to green to yellow. So I'm very quickly going to set my concealer with some Laura Mercier powder, just a very little bit so the concealer doesn't go all funky and crease. I have a bunch of clean brushes, which I'm going to put to the use, obviously. Kind of want to try a cut crease, but kind of different because I always cut my crease right on my eyelids, but I do want to cut them higher just because I've seen people doing that, so I'm just going to give it a go. So I'm actually going to start off with this dark blue, and that's what's going to go on my inner corners. So far that is really pigmented, it looks really nice, and I haven't really had to dip back into the palette a lot. I would love to do a video trying out drag makeup for the first time. I think that would be such a challenge for me, artistically, and I also feel it would be a super fun video to watch. So if you want to see that, smash the like button and I will gladly do it. It's definitely not going to be a subtle look because honestly, who am I kidding with this palette? Why on earth would I do a subtle look? So they are really pigmented and I haven't done a lot of blending, but the little bit of blending that I've done, I'd say very good. And that's just the dark blue shade, which dark colors can be super difficult to make pigmented. It can be super hard to make them blend as well. So now on one side I'm going to go into a green and on one side I'm going to go into purple. We're going to try it out. We're going to try the purple. I wasn't a massive fan. I mean, it loads up really nicely on the brush, so it actually applies super nice. I think I don't really get the chance to be super creative on this channel, and I feel doing more everyday looks and sort of reviews and stuff is what you guys want to see, but I definitely want to do more exciting fun looks. That is something I really want to incorporate into this channel. So I've actually been like very pleasantly surprised by that purple. This is why I said like don't trust how you swatch things like that. A lot of the times doesn't mean anything. That swatched really badly and it's applied super smoothly onto my eye. And I really want to make sure like I keep in every step so you guys can see how each individual color applies. Going in with a different brush, so I'm going to use a different brush for every color just because I don't want it to get muddy. And I'm going in with the green, which is the shade Euphoria. That green is really nice, like it's super vibrant. And I'm not using any sort of fancy brushes. These are literally brushes from Amazon that I bought like a couple months ago and I'm super obsessed with them. I'm gonna go for the pink, which I feel like is just gonna ruin this look, but whoa, that is very, very bright. There's a bit of like a line where that purple meets that pink, and like no matter how much I blend, they don't seem to blend together. Apart from that, honestly, I'm loving these shadows. So now I'm going in with the yellow, which is the shade Lollipop, and I'm just gonna start to blend that into the green. So I'm just gonna do what I did with this pink one, which is like wing it out a little bit. So yeah, that's not blending like at all, which is very weird. I don't know if it's the base I've got under it. That worked a bit better, but still it's not like a seamless finish, and I'm not blaming the shadows themselves. I don't think they're like to blame. Maybe it's the base that I used. As you can see, these two colors blended so seamlessly, so did these. And then when it came to the outer corners, I don't really know what I'm doing in all honesty, but I don't really get it because this blue shade is blending so nicely. Like I think it might have to do with the concealer that I've used under my eyes. I think overall the actual quality of the shadows is really good. Can't like deny that at all. Okay, so I think that's like as much as I'm gonna get blended, and I'm actually gonna cut my crease out. I'm actually still scared for this because I've never cut like a fake crease out, like bigger than it should be. So I think that's what I'm gonna cut out. I have never like really gone for cut creases just because my eye shape, I have such hooded eyes. I don't feel like they suit me necessarily. I actually saw this girl on TikTok saying if you have hooded eyes, just cut your crease above your hood. This is for all you guys on Insta that wanted colourful looks. I saw a TikTok where a girl used Vaseline to like remove the colour from her lid. Kind of seems like a good idea right now because I sort of have like a greenish cut crease. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do on my lid just yet because I obviously have all those gorgeous pressed glitters. Let me just cut this crease out. Now this is going to be impossible to get them matching. I feel like I could carry on trying to get the crease as like white as possible, and that's kind of not going to happen. So I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to use more like the green glitters on this side and then the pink ones on this side. First thing I'm actually going to do is grab that white and pack it on my inner corner. So first impressions from that white is it's quite nice, but it's not like the whitest white that I've used. That white has like a lot of kickback or fallout or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going in with quite a lot of the white, and it is taking a while, but it is building up. I'm actually going to grab a makeup wipe and clean up this edge. I'm actually going to put some glitter on the inner corner of like different colours. So for this side, I'm going to go with the pink one, which is daiquiri. I'm just going to go with my finger. Now, luckily enough, I can do this because I don't have my nails on, but if I have my nails on, bitch, that is stunning. So that's daiquiri, which has pink undertones. I'm actually going to put the green one over it. Oh my god, yes, that green one. I hope you can see like how reflective they are. This is almost like a foiled shadow. So I'm actually gonna put some white on the outer end. So now that I've actually used the white, when I swatch it, it swatches a lot better than the beginning. So maybe it just had like a film on it in the beginning, and this is just gonna look a lot more vibrant than if I did it with a brush. I feel like I need to make my brows more intense. I feel like they're getting lost in all this. I'm gonna go pop on lashes, do the rest of my makeup off camera, and I'll be back to give you the final review all on this look. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I'm just gonna sort of give you a close-up so you can see the mess I made. So I tried to use as many of the shades as possible. So on this side we have all like greens, blues, and I actually popped some of that teal on my under eye, and then on this one we've got all the purples, pinks. So my final review on this palette, so I actually used the glitters as a glitter highlight, and I mean not for every day obviously, but for like festival or even for like nights out, if you want to pop like a little glitter. How amazing does that look? It's stunning. What I want to say, I think the shadows surprised me a lot more than I thought they would, because initially when I swatched them, some of them a little chalky, a little dusty, but when I actually put them on my eye, I was so impressed. I did find it hard to sort of blend the end shades, but I actually think that was my fault with the concealer that I used. I just don't think sat very well. On my lid, I have the pressed glitters, and I think those are stunning. They're like little toppers, and they sort of go whatever color you've put underneath. It just sort of like gives a glitter to that color, which I think is stunning. As for the actual shadows themselves, I think they're super pigmented. I think you definitely need to give them a chance on the eye before you go and judge them. This palette does retail for £30, which some may think is expensive for this amount of shades, which is 12 shades. I think if you're a beginner, this is not like a necessity palette, but if you're someone who's slowly getting into makeup and are wondering, you know, what color palette should I buy next, I think this one's actually a really good shout. But I genuinely really like this, and I think it's so pretty. So even though the actual video was a bit of a roller coaster with me saying I love it, I hate it, I love it, I hate it, overall I do really like it, and I definitely will reach for it in the future. Also, the brand is vegan and cruelty free, I'm pretty sure. I will link the palette down below if it is something that you want to pick up, because I highly recommend you pick it up. So yeah guys, if you like me and if you like these videos, please give this a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching guys.